Good morning, quarantine crowd. I am making homemade pasta sauce today. I have usually would use a pork loin, but today I'm using chops because they were defrosted in my refrigerator, and that's what we're going to use. So I just sear them. Nothing crazy. Don't cook them all the way through. You want them to go ahead and cook mostly in the sauce to impart that flavor. I already have 3 chops in the big pot that I'm going to make the sauce in. 2 red peppers and 1 green pepper, because that's what I had in the house. And a big tablespoon of the minced garlic from Sam's Club. The pork chops, when I seared them in minced garlic and olive oil. So the other 3 are going in there right now because, sorry, oh, that one's stuck, because they're seared and ready to go. So it is actually 10:30 in the morning, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this be cooking all day. On top of this is going to go either 4 cans of tomato sauce or puree, the large cans, or what I do is 1 giant can from Sam's Club, like an industrial size. And I'm going to put 3 whole onions in there as well, and a bag of frozen meatballs. I neglected to say that these meatballs are homemade. They are not frozen bagged meatballs. They're just meatballs that I made and froze. I just threw in 1 entire can of whole peeled tomatoes, juice and all, and now a whole can, juice and all, of whole artichoke hearts. We like a really, really chunky sauce, so if you guys are really into chunky, do all this or add other vegetables that you love. I've done it with frozen mixed vegetables like peas, carrots, but by all means do what you think is best. Okay, I have a confession. I have a secret ingredient. I'm going to share it with you guys. Can't tell anybody, okay? This cooking soup gives it an amazing, amazing flavor. I just put 1 can in there along with everything else, and it is going to be a super delicious dinner. Okay, we're going to go over this whole ridiculous deliciousness once more. We have pork chops, meatballs, onions, 3 whole onions, 1 whole green pepper, 2 whole red peppers, 1 can of artichokes, 1 can of whole peeled tomatoes, and 3 to 4 cans of tomato sauce or tomato puree, the large ones. What I'm putting in now is basil. Also I had that garlic in there. Don't forget that, because that's some delicious stuff right there. Basil. Okay, now oregano. I'm sorry, like I said, I don't measure. I don't know. I just throw it in there until it looks good. Parsley. I'm not going to put any onion or garlic powder because there's already so much in there, but I am going to put in quite a bit of paprika. I know you're all shocked. Put paprika in everything. And that will be that. I'm going to stir it up. I'm going to put it on medium to low heat. Once it comes to a boil, I'm going to put it back on low and just leave it going until probably 5 or 6 o'clock tonight. So you want to, I mean, some of the stuff in here is frozen. The meatballs were not cooked when they were frozen, and of course the pork's only seared on the outside. These vegetables need to get softer, so you're going to want to let it go for quite some time. Low and slow is the way to go on this, just like with ribs. So I'll go ahead and put the top on it and keep an eye on it throughout the day. Of course, you want to give it a few stirs here and there. once you have a good bubble going, make sure it maintains a low boil. And what we're going to do as well is keep an eye on it to see if we get anything like too much evaporation. When these meatballs break down the water, and it should keep this at the right liquid point. If it does not, I will add in some more water. I'm going to actually add right now tiny bit of salt and pepper. If I can find the pepper. I'll add that when I put the lid on. So I'm gonna let it go, and I will be back when I'm ready to plate it so that you guys can see what's going on. And I look forward to seeing you then.